That's an interesting one. Man, these guys are slow. I'm already back, so it's getting cold in here. Not enough bodies to keep it warm anymore. People are leaving. But yeah, what is our T-minus right now? Are we sitting back at 30 minutes? This is what my life is like all the time, by the way. Just watching these things go up and down. We are awaiting a wayward boat to clear the range. Ah, yes. This happens a lot in rocketry, whether it's a boat or a plane. It's definitely not Superman, and sometimes they're in places they're not supposed to be. And when they are, we have to be really careful about what we do because we don't want anybody injured, even if they are in the wrong place at the wrong time. So I'm sure they'll get that boat out of there. If not, a police boat will go and scare them away. They've got things in place. So JoJo BassMage. Let's see how this goes this time. As I pull up the bracket for myself, I want to look at the specifics of how we got here. So much to keep track of. Which Smash to Pieces number even are we on now? Is it? I'm so curious. I'm going to have to go back and look. So there were a couple of like 0.5s in there. The full title, End of the Goose Era. That goes hard. So remember, y'all, JoJo 2-0'd BassMage on winner's side. We saw how it happened. The maybe not super expected upset with the caliber of player that JoJo is. Of course, there's never a surprise when he beats somebody. But at the same time, you know, BassMage coming in that the seeding he is for a reason. So we'll see if the adaptation comes in. I can't see the prediction here. What's the prediction saying right now? Are we launching in time? Wow, we're close. Okay, let's go Rocket. Shout out to all my Rocket enjoyers. I'm gonna be so sad if y'all aren't here with me when we launch. I'm really hoping. But they have to have like no holds now, so it's gonna be tough. Or this has to be like the longest losers, finals, and grands of all time. Ooh. And we're seeing like the safe aerial momentum spacing. These characters, like we were talking about earlier, have such high air acceleration and air speed. So you get the bomb not quite. So you get so many of these opportunities where you like, it's like the drive-by aerials. If it hits, great, and they get launched into your trajectory, and if not, you've crossed them up and you're way far away and you don't have to deal with the repercussions. And that gets really funky when you're in the scrap because it's so hard for anybody to hit anybody. And even things like that, like we see BassMage, that time he faded in and faded out with the down air. That time he faded in and tried to cross up with the down air. That time it was with a pound. All these different options on top of each other, making it so hard for JoJo to guess right. He could have rested there. It wouldn't have killed, but you should have done it for the Vine. Do it for the Vine, BassMage. They're trying to get the cross up there. Great coverage. BassMage actually faked him out. JoJo was expecting him to cross up, and instead he did one of the fade backs. He won the neutral interaction, but then JoJo caught him overextending up tilt up air. The classic's going to kill super early, and he's got that fragile lead, and once again gets past BassMage off stage. Ooh, dash attack's going to get stuffed out. Putting that threat on. He gets the air dodge again. BassMage has been a lot more willing to do those than some of the other people at this point in the bracket. JoJo not able to get the up tilt off of it, though. He definitely could have gotten a big conversion. Little combo there, but he wasn't ready for it to hit, so he's not able to get anything off of that either because he was pulling a bomb. That time he tries it. No success. Back and forth. BassMage hunting for an opportunity. Dash attack. No kill, but it puts him in a great spot. But there's that air acceleration. JoJo tried to fake him high. I feel like he could have just committed and gone over, but he felt otherwise. Bomb does save him, though, and BassMage goes a little bit too far once again. JoJo still alive, and up tilt up air going to kill at 96 after the hit, plus one more for good extra credit in the blast zone. Good stuff to JoJo, continuing to show his strength in this matchup, and a solid 2-stock. Once again, I'm just seeing so many situations where JoJo is just one step ahead off stage. When he's in disadvantage, that win condition for BassMage, he's not able to get those high lows. He's not able to get the timing against the way that Toon Link can use his air acceleration to swing back with those disjoints. It's got to be so frustrating for BassMage because he keeps getting so close. He almost kills him at 10, then he almost kills him at 50, then he almost kills him at 100 until finally he gets a back air at like 150, and it's just too little too late. Oh, we've seen these before. Oh, with a drop on the forward air. Coming a little bit off. Interesting. I was expecting the grab there. I think BassMage going for a mix-up that I guess he didn't need to go for. JoJo went for the tried and true, just shield in those situations. No jump from the ledge, not gonna get caught there. Footstool, get off me, and this is where JoJo gets to run his game. We are on FD, so things like those bombs, those boomerangs are gonna stuff out a little bit more, but at the same time, BassMage does not have to deal with platforms on his approach, so that's gonna be very nice. He's got those funky diagonals. JoJo can't just stand under a platform and reduce his mix game, which we know is something that BassMage relies on a lot. He gets it this time, but no! He didn't fade in. He was scared. I think he thought JoJo was going to swing sooner. Scared of a forward air. He actually got the air dodge out of him, but wasn't willing to commit. This is the fear factor. Man, that was the opportunity there. And just like that, he's on the back foot here, able to close it out. Finally, he gets one of those as JoJo goes high. Great catch. Falling up air is so active. We talked about that in the first set. That is something that prevents BassMage from floating down on top of him because it doesn't matter your timing. You're going to get clipped by that because your fall speed is so low. Yeah, that's a good point, Jordan. Pac-Man's getting edge guarded, but not Toon Link. It really speaks to how well JoJo is playing. Like that timing of just an up air like that. Okay, BassMage catches him. He gets the right hitbox on the down air, drills him backwards. JoJo low, waiting it out, good timing. It's so easy to mess up that timing because you start thinking about the timing of your opponent's aerials, and as a result, accidentally time exactly with their aerial and get hit instead of timing against it. But there we go. That's the opportunity that BassMage was looking for. Finally up a stock. Let's see if he knows the vibes. Ooh, that back air is disgusting. You know, I was going back to Brawl recently, and I forgot just how horrifying the war crime of that back air was from Toon Link in that game. It's still a strong move, but like compared to what it was, oh my goodness, that move was disgusting. Okay, yeah, JoJo starting to swing, doubling down on those F smashes. But once again, getting the timing. I think he's conditioned BassMage. There it didn't work out for him. He conditioned BassMage for a while there to expect him to swing back. And so BassMage, I think, is trying to bait it out. And JoJo not giving it to him a few times in a row there, going straight for the up specials. And now we saw at the end of that, BassMage adapted, said, okay, if you're not going to swing, I'm just going to go deep. Closed it out beautifully, closing out that game and getting himself on the board at this critical time in the set. Okay, what's the music? Okay, Sunset Coliseum. It's kind of a unique song. I dig it. I'm down for it. Add a little spice in there as well. Very nice. All right, game number 3. And we're going into Fake Bet Final Destination. This does mean definitely it's going to be a lot harder for BassMage to win off of the edge guards because more than likely, JoJo's just going to kill him off the side because he's so floaty. And there's the drill. Bomb gets him out of it. Going for the reset on JoJo's landing. Doesn't find it. And now we're just playing this game, I think, again, trying to bait JoJo into doing something. And he's not there for it. He doesn't care. Yeah, the aggression coming out now off stage. BassMage has adapted. Does not get the timing on that down smash. He wanted it. We saw it earlier, and he is committing all the way. I hear people in the chat talking, or people in the background rather, talking about things being broken. What are they? Oh, okay. I thought they were talking about Jigglypuff after that edge guard. Like, really? Forward air is that broken? But no, they're playing friendlies. More back airs coming out from JoJo. Not able to find that sweet spot. There's the drill grab. I've kind of been waiting for that. It was there in the first set, and we haven't really seen anything like that at all this set. Pressing your advantage, going into the grab once you get that forward air, that down air. This time it comes out, doesn't get the follow-up off of it, but the threat is clearly there. Oh, good tech. Oh, the tiny little elf boy staying alive because he's short. He hasn't had enough milk yet. He'll get there. Or what was it, the soup that his grandma makes? 2 servings in 1 bottle. Goes hard. I used to go back to the island for that soup every time I ran out. Your mom or dad ever make you like take a bite out of the soap bar if you said something bad? My parents did that. Not like for naughty words. Like I think my brother and I were pretty good about that. We didn't say that stuff. But if we said something mean, we got the soap bar. We were allowed to spit it out. Thankfully, they didn't make us eat it, but like you had to hold it for a while and then you could spit it out. Nasty work. I always felt like it was wasteful of the soap. Oh, okay. JoJo's not having it, but he's still so far down, and there you go. I think the adaptation, BassMage is starting to figure this out. He is locking in. It's showtime. He wants that winner's side run back. Oh, yeah, that's it. But it's not over yet. We're in best of 5 territory. We have been for a while. JoJo has an opportunity. I'm curious to see what he does with the stage picks. I don't feel like the stage pick was bad, but it just didn't work out. BassMage was getting so many early kills with those back airs that it's just hard in that scenario. You finally are getting edge guarded. BassMage gets his back air, and it kills at 70 because Town and City. Like, how do you I think you just kind of have to wash that out of your memory and worry more about how you got into those situations and less about those situations themselves. But we will see. Frank, what are you saying? Frank, you like soap? Big soap guy? Well, my man's clean. Mr. Clean with it. At this time, we're going to Hollow Bastion. Interesting. Maybe the logic here from JoJo is he wants the space but not the blast zones. Maybe he doesn't like the plat layout there, having to deal with the pseudo FD some of the time. So now he's got more space, but he doesn't have that downside with it. We'll have to see. Either way, it does mean that the edge guarding game is going to be a little bit different. Didn't work out for him in the last game, so I don't think he's super worried about that. Either way, though, good start for BassMage. Nothing too crazy yet. Let's see who gets the first big opening here as they just vie for stage positioning. Having that place under the platform, center stage is so powerful on a stage like Hollow Bastion because the platform is in the center there. So you're preventing your opponent from coming down on top of you, and you have stage control. It's just such a win-win. Surprised BassMage went for the wave lane there on the platform. I feel like that kind of put him in a bad spot. Worked out. Good air dodge from JoJo. He is mixing up very well. We've seen the evolution of the swing on him, now playing the defensive air dodge on him. We'll see where those up B timing mix-ups start to come in as well. This could be his last game of the tournament, of the final Smash to Pieces. It would be quite poetic if BassMage, at his first Smash to Pieces ever, closes out the final Smash to Pieces. Meanwhile, mainstays like JoJo and Ryan still in this bracket, but fighting for their lives as things like that keep happening. Ooh, trying to land on the platform. JoJo trying to be a bit of a smooth criminal coming out here. Throw that bomb, no combos. But actually, well, there you go. You do get a bit of a combo off of it. BassMage grabbed it too late. Oh, spot dodge there. Beautiful from JoJo. I really like that usage of spot dodge. And back hit up smash. You can't punish that even if you want to. Does not get the boomerang hit there either. But that back throw, no, just mashes it. BassMage with the bash out. Interesting. Maybe he knows his percents there. JoJo didn't go for the back throw that I thought for sure was going to close that out. F-tilt also not going to do too much here. And now we're back to the Sharking game. But he's got the stage control. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that bomb. That's so scary for BassMage. He kind of just has to hold shield. Forward throw. We went low, and he clips him, and that's going to do it. And BassMage comes back on the other side. He is poised, stalling out right now. I think he's... he's just kind of... You know what? You do you, BassMage. All right. I've definitely seen that one on Elite Smash. Maybe trying to get in JoJo's head a little bit. It's a little bit odd here. I feel like it's not super necessary. And he dies immediately. All right. Anyway, whatever that was, we are back into it now. Let's see what BassMage can do, if he can close this out. JoJo on tournament life right now, trying to hold center stage, but BassMage has been so good at fighting through that. There's the answer, catching him as he goes in that perfect diagonal spacing. It does really lock down the directions that BassMage can approach from, but approach he does anyway. Swing out from JoJo. Was that mistimed? I think it might have been. One more opportunity. Great usage of the Zaire there to get the grab. Back on stage with 74% taken, and again, BassMage is the one that gets the opening in neutral. Oh, those flare stacks are going crazy. Yeah. No, we're fine. That's actually nominal, believe it or not. We're fine. But they are going crazy right now. Speaking of crazy, that back air -4, like not Jonas. What am I saying? Too many people to think track of. Jordan. Clout Jordan himself was saying it's a good move. That's what I'm trying to point out. BassMage on the cusp here. Can he punch his ticket into grand finals? He has definitely lit his own fires right now. There's one catch. JoJo's gonna need a little more. There's two. We're on to last stock. It's not over yet. And there you go. GG's BassMage. Did not lose sight of the victory, but honestly, neither did JoJo. I feel like he did a good job. He kept to it into the end. He didn't let his mental get... What is going on in the background there? What that poor poster. But yeah, he didn't let his mental get shattered. He played really well on that last stock. He gave himself even a glimpse of hope. And of course, took the first set against BassMage. That is something to be proud of. BassMage, an exceptional player, has been doing it for a while, has shown that he can do it on the national and international stage. So good stuff to JoJo for making him fight so hard. Both of them, when you think about it, took 3 games against each other. So even game count, just an even set count as well. Unfortunately for JoJo, he didn't get the set when he needed it. But that's going to mean we're going to get BassMage up against Ryan on grand finals. Man, he went so deep there. That's the adaptation. He was recognizing the habits of the ways that JoJo was trying to get around him, and he just won a few too many times. Finally, off-stage success, and we can see what happened. And there is our penultimate bracket, waiting only to see what happens with Ryan and BassMage.